Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday night. This is random. I just want to say hi. I know there's a bunch of people here, so I'll try to get through everybody real quick because I have a little time to do that today. 3D Medic Vince, first, congratulations. He says it's hard to get front row seats at these special events, and he doesn't like the scalper. So thanks for being first. Andrew S., if you're not first, you're last, man. Sorry. No, I'm just joking. How's it going, Andrew? Chris Sculata, I think he had to bail, but hopefully you have a great night. Let's see who's out here. Kit is driving, so he's going to be quiet and listen in. Hey, Kit, just drive safe, man. Corey Mack, how you doing? Mike, never let the machines win. How you doing, man? Greg Gustum's in the house. Greg, I got the package. I opened the package, and everything looks awesome. I did not test it yet, but we'll have to do that this weekend. Maybe I'll pull. It's right over here, so maybe I'll grab it and kind of do a teaser. Minnesota Maker, how's it going? Jake from State Farm. Matt, how you been, man? Colin, Robert Reynolds, One Raz, Mark L. Baker. There we go. Let's see. Isogen, I think that's how you say your name. Florence. Oh man, that's gonna get me. It's Florencio, I believe. Radical Rosh Brawl Stars is in the house. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sean Gould, Dave Avery, Ron Connors, Terry Murphy, Maker Melissa's Lab. How you doing? Nice. Chris Culata's still here. I thought you bailed on us. Mr. X, how you doing? So, well, here's the deal. I got this in the mail earlier this week. I threw a Twitter post up and said, hey, should I do this live or should I film an unboxing and throw it on the channel? And most people said live. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do it live. And then I'll probably go back and do a quick video on it anyway. Just before I get rolling, how's the audio sound? Am I good? Fragile. Must be Italian. Yeah, right here. Fragile. Mike Rooney, how you doing? All the way from Liverpool, the UK. I should get some tea. See that? Audio's good. That's what I like to hear. Sounds good. So I got this. This is fully paid for. This is the second machine 3D printer I've paid for. Talked to my wife, and we came up with an agreement where I got to buy this, and she gets to buy some stuff she wants, which is cool with me because usually the rule is I can't pay for 3D printers because we don't have room. Any idea why Creality beds have dip in the middle? That is a great question. Probably because it's a little bit thinner metal, and they're probably not the most expensive build plates, and that's probably why. It's pretty easily fixable. If there's a dip in the middle, you can actually fix that with a little bit of blue tape. If you're careful, it's pretty easy to do. Mine actually had two Ender 3s come with bows in the middle, though, where the middle was actually higher, and that was a little bit more difficult to play with. Custom. Whoa. Custom knee strip tips, I think that's how you say it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jerry's in the house. How you doing, Jerry? 3D printing and painting. Yeah, I think that's right. They're just it's a cheaper build plate. When we get an Ender 3 for $160 or about there where they're going right now, I mean, it's hard to justify like a very expensive bet. I think they're getting better. I think they're trying to get better. I mean, Creality is from my standpoint done a pretty good job listening to people as far as, you know, tweaking things and stuff on their next printers. We're going to find out with this one, though. So long story short, I actually bought this. It came from Tim at TH3D. He had 2 of them, and I bought this from him, so he shipped it up to me. So thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate the support on the channel, and I did pay for this, so there is no bias. However, whatever I want to say, I can say. I would do that anyway, but I just have to throw that out there. This is not a free printer. I did pay for it, so for what that's worth, let's do it. Ooh. It's totally up to you, man. I tell you what, though, you can usually fix those dips in the center of the bed with just a small piece of painter's tape. Sean Gould, good point. So I got this, and I wanted to start printing with it. So I wanted to get the the stream going. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can tell me if the Friday night maker stream is on tonight. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I wanted to jump on hopefully early enough where I won't impede on anybody else's streams. I didn't see anybody else right now streaming, so hopefully we don't bother anybody else. Yeah. Straighten the bed with a rubber mallet. That's not a bad... It's not a bad way to do it. I don't know if I could do it. I'm not brave. I'm not that brave, Greg, but nice. Sand on. Oh, nice. A spawn mask. Nice. That'll be cool. I'm pretty excited to get this thing going. So I'm going to get this thing opened up. If you guys have questions, just throw them out there. If you have any questions about the CR10 V2 here, this is the new Creality. I believe it's about a month old, right around there. It's the new CR10 version, and we're just going to build it, see how it is, see how it builds. I'm going to follow their instructions. Ironically, I believe Chep just put out a video a couple hours ago, I think, about the CR10 V2 tonight as well. So check out his video if you haven't done that already. I think he just kind of talks about it and compares it to his other CR10s that he has. I did watch that video before I came live. No. You can't have it. Nice. Mick Monkey's in the house. Yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I watched it while I was eating very quickly, but I believe he just compared it to the other CR10s he has. So that'll be cool. Let's see. That is going to be a good question, Greg. So I'm pretty stoked about the box I got today from Greg. So if you guys were on my stream Monday, Greg mentioned having a resin printer, and we came to a deal, and I purchased said resin printer. Greg lives here in Wisconsin as well, and he could have shipped the thing overseas for how much it cost. It was crazy, but it did come. It's in one piece, and I'm super excited to check it out. Hey, let's see here. Yeah, I think you're right. The F3D PCH stream should be tonight, but I'll have to. I'll probably be done before they start. I'm just looking at who's in here. Chris. I don't know if Chris is still here. Hey, Greg, are you going to be around for a while? I know it's a really random question. Oh, Tyler's West. Tyler West is in the house. I just posted on the CR10 C3D group with Cody's permission. There we go. So Tyler's in the house. I was looking for somebody who had a wrench. I had a couple times approved some messages. I just wanted to make sure. WFO Riders in the house. Let's get this thing on. You'll be here the whole time. Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. There. Congratulations. With great power comes great responsibility. So let's get this bad boy open. Oh, you lost me for a minute. This box is big. Got it. Thanks, Tyler. So Wow. First thing I notice, I don't mind Creality packing, actually. They're doing a good job. And this foam actually fit down and pressed into the foam below it, which is kind of cool. No wrench, no responsibility. Hilarious. Yes, it's kind of like opening a Christmas present because I really wanted to print with it. Now, I'm not, we got about 50 people watching that I can see, just looking at my screen here. If anybody out there has a CR10 and uses Prusa slicer, let me know. I want to see if I can grab a profile from someone to get this thing going quick. Otherwise, I'll have to build one, which isn't the end of the world. So, top of the box, we got Creality upside down. There we go. We got a book and supplementary explanation. So they must have had some issues with people putting this together. So they put together a flyer to throw in here too, which is cool. Mig Monkey, I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. It is cheaper to watch other people unbox their printers. So I'm going to flip this up so you guys can see how it's boxed. There we go. Watch it go flying out the front. So that's how it's boxed in here. So pretty tight. I mean, this isn't moving. Even the bed can't move that much, which is awesome. When we put the top piece on, that bed doesn't move at all. That's a good sound on the bar there. So the first thing I'll pull out are the round tubes, the supports. Let's see. Supplementary must be new because Chep didn't say anything about the Z stop. It might be. Yeah, let's look here. Install the profile cover and then install the limit switch for Z access. Yeah. Good point. He might have had an earlier machine. They might have sent him one, and if that was the case, it probably was an earlier machine than production. It is a glass. We'll get it out in a second here, but it's a glass plate, yes, and it does kind of look like the Ultra Base-ish type glass so far on here. So the first, I'm going to pull this out. Holy moly, this thing is heavy, and it is solid. I'm not going to have enough room until I get stuff out, so I'm going to set this right here. Well, I can show you quick before I do that. So this looks like, oh, there we go. So that came out first. Until I get rid of this box, I don't have a lot of room for everything, so we will carefully set that there. I am super excited for getting my garage done. I'll be working on that more this weekend. Got the doors done. Just need to get them painted. But the doors for my enclosure, if you go back and look at some of my updates, I built an enclosure with a bench on top. And the doors from the enclosure are actually magnetic. And I got some really super strong magnets. And they're kind of stupid strong is what I'd say. They're just like dunk. It's going to be awesome. All right. Looks solid. It is solid. Nice job on the boxing for sure. Yes, it looks like an Ultra Base glass. Let's see. We did that. I really like the new X carriage on the V2. So far, it's looking good. It's a boy. It is a boy. Heavy is good in my opinion. I agree with that. Heavy is good. So the next thing is probably just a box of parts. We give you the standard Creality 200 grams of filament. I probably won't use unless I'm in a pinch someday. Hey, by the way, shout out to Josh from Alien 3D. This shirt came in the UFO, the Alien 3D UFO box this month, or well, it was actually last month now in October. And I've been wanting an Alien 3D shirt forever. So thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate that. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on my channel now. It went live yesterday for Halloween. And I just try not to laugh because we were crying the whole time. My wife especially literally was crying. And it was pretty funny. So what do we got? How's this next piece come out here? So the next piece that's gonna come out looks like the uprights. Hey Sean, how you doing? I appreciate the compliment, man. Thanks for coming on. So this is definitely the uprights. Let's see if I can get it unboxed here. These really good camera angles. Let me hold that so it doesn't go flying. You know, I agree with heavy, but I tell you what, if you guys have a chance, check out. Oh, I just saw something go flying here. Check out 3D Fused. 3D Fused. They do an awesome printer. Actually, a couple printers, and they are water jet cut, and they are sick. All right, where did this come from? So I see what it is. I just need to figure out where it came from. A little corner black piece, but I'll find it here. It went flying when I was trying to get the stuff off here. Well, we'll find out where it goes. It's just a cover, like a triangular cover. Yeah, but yeah, so that's the top. I'll show you in a second when I can get this box out of our way here. Man. All right. So then what's left is the control box. And let me get this giant box out of our way. Just like that. So the control box is right there. That's pretty sweet. So this is my very first CR10. I'm really excited for the bigger build volume. And I'm just really excited in general to have one. I've been wanting a CR10 for a long time. Not as bad as I want an Ender 5 Plus. I want one of those real bad. Yeah, Mig Monkey, you're right. This might be a good choice though for for it's brand new essentially, so it might be a good choice for the money. Otherwise, if you're looking just to get into one for a decent price, I think TH3D still has a few of those what were the artillery machines left that he was going to turn into the alphas, and he's throwing in the dual Z kit with that too. And at $350, that's a pretty good deal on that machine actually. I would have one if I already didn't buy this one, and I didn't buy Greg's resin machine. So it's an Anycubic Photon that I got from Greg. So I'm going to let you guys decide. What do you think? We open this up and see what's inside, or do we keep building? I'll let you guys throw it out there. While you're doing that, I'm going to get some tools. We got one, open it up. What do you think? Should we open her up? I say that and I didn't even look at how it opens, so there's that. Looks like from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws there. I do not know if we need to take these out too, but I'm all about checking it out. Terry Murphy says build. Everybody else says open it up, or Gandor says keep building. I don't know what board they use in here. I know it's different than the other ones though. Build. Oh, now we're getting outtaken by the build crew. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Oh, nice air connector. I will dig into this because more people are saying build it than opening it up. So I'll dig into this and I'll let everybody know what we find. I know that's a different board. Oh, there's a look inside now. I probably could have had it open by now if I would have just done it, right? Let's see. Real quick, we're doing it. We're here. We might as well. I'm always curious. I hate doing this on a brand new printer. For just so everybody sees this right here is your switch. It is set on 230 right now. So just before everybody asks, I just switched it. So we're good now. We're doing this real quick. Not with that size though. It won't take us long because this is actually a pretty quick build from what I've seen everybody else do. Dr. Jekyll's in the house. Party can start. Take it apart. A guy at work today, or yesterday, came as Jake from State Farm. Red shirt, khakis, and his wife told him when he went out the door that he looks like Jake from State Farm, and I was laughing pretty good about that one. We're doing it. This won't take us long. At least I can look and tell you what's in there. It's supposed to be, if I remember right, I think it's a Meanwell power supply and etc. So I'll just come up carefully. Well, that was just a bottom cover. So I did that. I can confirm it is a Meanwell power supply, an LRS 350-24, that same one that comes on the Ender 3 Pros, and the same one that I switch my Ender 3s out anyway for. It looks like, so that's a Meanwell there. That's awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but that's awesome. Oops, don't say oops. That's awesome. Yeah, you're right. With a brand new printer, oops is probably bad. So I think it's actually 2 more bolts to get this out. And then the board sits underneath it. That's a good start. You're right. A Meanwell power supply is a good start for sure. Big Monkey, where are you from? I saw your comment earlier a minute ago, and you said it's a 10,000 CDN. Where's that from? Clean wiring job so far. All right. So I'm going to do this as carefully as I can so you guys can see in there. There you go. There's the board. I know it's kind of hard to see. Canadian pesos. Got it. That's funny. Canadian pesos, by the way. It is a Creality 2.5.2 board. Just so everybody knows. The Creality 2.5.2 board. So let's get this bad boy put back together quick. Oh, you're yeah. You know what though? Let me think about that. He may ship to Canada. I'm not. We could ask him. Llama, how you been, man? It's been a long time. Welcome. We just took the bottom off the new CR10 V2. We got we do have a Meanwell power supply, which is great because that's what they advertise. And we also have the 2.5.2 Creality board, I believe is what it said. So, real quick, I'll drop these screws back in and we'll get this bad boy built. Again, if anybody out there uses Prusa Slicer and has a CR10 profile, let me know. I'm interested in checking that out. Otherwise, I'll have to build one. That's funny. So, Tim from TH3D commented on my Alien 3D UFO unboxing video that I put out yesterday, and he said he's not sure if he can like the video because I didn't dress up for Halloween as Nerdy Jesus. Why Prusa Slicer? That's a good question. When you get home, if you do have one, let me know, WFO Rider. Doesn't have to be right away. Aaron made it. Woo! So I thanked TH3D and Aaron for this printer. I did buy it from them, like I said earlier. So it is mine, fully paid for, not sent by Creality at all. So my opinions are my own, as they would be anyway, no matter what. So Vince, you know, idea maker, huh? Vince, the reason why I said Prusa Slicer is because at the end of August, maybe, I decided, or whenever the new Prusa Slicer update came out, I was like, I'm going to try this. And so I did. I've been doing that with my Ender 3s and my Ender 5s. And I tell you what, I have been getting very good prints. I used a profile that I found, a base one, and I tweaked it for what I like. And I've printed PLA, I've printed PTE, or TPE, I'm sorry, TPE. And all I did for the TPE was turn up the heat and slow the printer down. I mean, I might have turned the retraction down after the second print because it needed to go down a little bit. But, I mean, I've been getting very, very good prints with the Prusa Slicer, and they're faster. I'm not sure why, but they're rocking and rolling compared to Kira. So it's funny seeing some of the same names on this stream, what I've seen on the TH3D and other streams. You're right. Hopefully I'm saying your name right, Isogen. It is a really cool community. We all check out everybody's streams, and that's the cool thing about the community. So, holy moly. The Chep Prusa profile, the Ender 3 nozzle crashed into the build plate. That doesn't sound good. That's not good. Did you have either ABL on or your Z switch? Because they shouldn't have hit the bed even if there's a switch, or easy ABL. Yeah. So let's check this out. This is the book, Creality manual. Let's see. It doesn't have a version on here. It's for the V2, obviously. Sometimes they put like a manual version number. No ABL. And your Z end stop didn't stop the nozzle from hitting? That's crazy. Okay. The first thing we're going to do, it says we are going to, step 1, install the gantry on the frame. So we're going to need to jump into this box here. WFO Rider, you're right. This is our family. I would agree with that. There's so many cool people. No, you ran for the switch. There's so many cool people in this community. It's super cool. We have a lot of them in the stream right now. But wait, there's more. No. We'll start with that. So I'm going to get this. We're going to put the control box down here. We don't need it yet, but we do need this. There we go. Oh, let's see. So I'm going to spin this around. So this, I believe, is the back side. I say that because there's an end stop and a stepper motor there. So it says to install the gantry right here. Jerry, that's awesome. Only 13 cool ones at the moment. Looking at the likes. That is funny. That's right. Wow, my camera seems to be like crazy focusing and unfocusing, huh? Sorry about that. I just noticed it's doing it right now. Crazy. Wow, I never noticed it do that before. I must be drunk. So M5 by 25, I believe that's what they said I need. And the lock washers, and those are in this little bag here, and they're clearly labeled M5 by 25 right on there, which is awesome. I like that. And there should be 4. Cool. So I'm going to open that bag up. The lock washers are already on these, that's another cool thing. I really like when they take the time to actually put the washers on the bolts. I know that's a little extra time in manufacturing and packaging, but sometimes they come like completely disaster and you got to put everything on yourself, and it saves you a little time. So the next thing it wants us to do is take the gantry and throw it up on there. So we'll grab said gantry. I'm gonna find that where that cover went though. Probably right there. Anyways, so I'm gonna take said gantry here, and it's gonna go this way. And as long as we're not sitting on that. Okay, good. So it's not sitting on the bed. That's good. But it's going to go in here like this. Josh, what's up, man? Nice t-shirt. Yeah, thank you. I said thank you a little while ago for the t-shirt. Did you have a chance to see my unboxing video, or Lindsay and I's unboxing video from last night? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the bottom and get this thing, give this thing a chance to get staying up by itself. Then I'll switch sides and do that. Nice t-shirt. I think last. Oh boy, UFOs go out next week. If you get time, it's like 9 minutes or something. But Lindsay says it's her favorite one so far. So you want to check that out. So I got this side hand tightened. I'm going to spin this around, and we're going to get the other side. This thing is definitely, watch for the wire on your side. Guessing you mean that one. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, spoiler alert, I have videos already planned for this machine. So we'll get videos going in the next week or two here. Pretty close. I got so many videos in the pipeline, I need to get them rocking. I still have Earth videos that I need to get out. No image. I don't know what you mean by that. No image. Alexander Nagel. I'm not sure. You might need to refresh. Let's see. I don't know if I have a. Never get tired of videos. That's good. Let's see. Looks like I'm grabbing this. Sounds good, Josh. Try not to laugh. It is quite humorous, in my opinion, mostly because I was there and I laughed a lot. Lindsay laughed a lot, by the way. Questions, anybody? I know we're trying not to be quiet here, but I also want to get this bad boy together in a reasonable time for you. So I'm just tightening up the ones I left a little loose here. There's that one. Now we'll go on this side. Colin Tate, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Josh, if you got a link to your calendar, chat me with it. If you can throw it in, I'm not sure if we can toss it in the stream or not. But if you hit me on Twitter or wherever, I'll throw it in the stream. When your girlfriend's seeing the unboxing video first, then you, LOL. That's pretty funny. All right, so the gantry is on here. So we got step one done. Woohoo! Step two, push rod installation. Hey, 3D Jimmy, how you doing, man? Let's see. Yes, Vince, it does come with the option. You can actually get the BL Touch option from Creality. Or I know TH3D did already got the Easy ABL set up for it. And that's what I'll be doing. Also, I believe it's going to come with a different option to do a direct drive extruder here. One thing I'm noticing just by looking here, this Bowden tube is really tweaked. We'll call it tweaked. That's a good word, tweaked. So kinked is another good word. Yeah, up here. Good point. So it does have, actually, you know what? These are just here. There's no bearing in them. So look, it floats wherever it wants in there. I like that. So there's no float bearing in there. And it's wide open so it can do whatever it wants. That is a good thing. We'll find out if they're bent soon. Nice. So I believe this is where we look at, oh, I see, install the profile covers. So this little sheet of paper they gave us here, right here, that they gave us, is actually to install profile covers before installing the pull rods in the front of the, let's see, it looks like we're going to be installing these in the front of the machine. So see if I can show you this. Here, there's these little covers, the extrusion covers that need to come out, I guess. And then these need to go in, and then the rod will go in here. So it actually is still covered. It looks good. The extrusion is still covered and looks good. Let's see if I can get this one out. Yeah, there goes that. All right. So that's cool that they're including that. Whew. Those things, they're in there. So the difference is, hey, Igor. So the difference is one has a hole and one doesn't. So they ship now with ones that have a hole in them. So you can put it here, and then you can put your extrusion, or I'm sorry, you can put your pull rod on, and it still covers that extrusion. That's pretty cool. That's good detail. I'm sure someone suggested that, and maybe they thought that was a good detail to throw in there. So these are the push rods here. I'm gonna have to work on this camera. Apparently, I'm watching it now. Maybe I'm just noticing it more with the focus thing, but always cut away from yourself, right? Whew. That's some sharp stuff. Or some tough, some tough stuff. All right. Now I feel like Walter dropping stuff. These are really nice. Until you go crashing them around, right? So it looks like what we need is the bracket hardware, which is also clearly labeled. It says pull rod accessory package right there. Alien, or hey Josh, when do you get your Phenom? Because I am super jealous about that. All right. How we doing out there? We doing good? Friday night? That's funny. All right, so it looks like we need to throw some, we need the pull rods. We need these corner brackets here. Let's see, maybe I can show them against my hand. Corner brackets here. And we need the T-nuts and the bolts that are in this one. Still kicking. All right. That's good. Didn't burn, so doing great. Nice. Are you in, Dr. Jekyll, are you in California? Is that why you're saying that? Greg, yeah, it's pretty good. I believe it's 300 by 400. It's a pretty decent size machine. So I'm going to take 2 of these, get this bracket going. So in this bracket, there is 2 holes. Maybe you can see them there. I'm not sure. Hey, I'm glad you're okay too. Hopefully those fires stay away from you, man. That is scary. They're going on all over out there, so be careful. I grew up in Wyoming, so we got a lot of fires there, and we get a lot of the smoke from the fires either west of us. So just you know, I'm glad you're okay. So it looks like we're going to take where there's 2 holes on this side, and there's 1 on this side. Let's see if I can show it. There we go. And there's 2 here. So we're going to take bolts here and T-nuts and put these on. Well, I'm glad you're okay. It is scary probably when they say, hey, you gotta get out. Northern Quebec. Is Aaron still around? Aaron, if you're still here, I got a question for you. So, like I said earlier, you can get this with the optional BL Touch, and you can order it with as an accessory. I just so happen to have a Easy ABL Pro laying around, and we're going to put that on there. Spoiler alert, there's probably going to be a video. Aaron, I just wanted to ask you guys if the box for this machine, I'm assuming it was in the shop, if it was around Clara or something. Because I tell you what, one of my cats, Jameson, absolutely loved this box. I had it sitting up in the living room there, and that cat would not leave this box alone. He was sniffing it and laying on top of it, and so I don't know if it was just like the aroma of the printer inside, or if maybe Clara, the TH3D dog, was around and maybe she liked the smell of it. Nice. The snow up here sucks. That's how the snow up here is. Now we got where I am, I think we got a couple, 2, 3 inches. We're supposed to get a little more, and hopefully it gets a little bit better. But I heard at the end of next week could be brutal, like in the teens already, and it is only November. But I heard around Thanksgiving it could get a little better for us, so that's good. But weathermen, the thing is, they could be wrong half the time, and they still have a job. So yeah, it could snow, it could not. Who knows? Nothing to say bad about weathermen. I think that job is awesome, but I wish I could be wrong half the time. Oh man, I wish I was in Florida today. Except for the problem I have with Florida is the humidity. But beggars can't be choosers, right? Number 23. So we need another one of those. And it goes through. Is this tapping? Oh, that's tapped. So remember I said there was 2 holes here and 1 hole here in those brackets? The 1 hole here, if you can see that, is actually tapped. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I hear you, Mig Monkey. So what we need to do is take our poles here. We need to grab the threads that have nothing. Let's see if I can show that. There we go. It's just an open thread. And I believe we're going to go in here. I just made up a number, like 12. There we go. My wife loves going to Florida. She loves Universal Studios, and we love going to Harry Potter World, Hogwarts, whatever you want to call it. They take our money quite often. I say quite often. They've taken our money a few times. Yeah, the 3D touch, I'm not sure where that conversation came from, but I haven't heard. Now there's conflicting. Some people say they work great. Some people say they don't. I'm in the mindset of I prefer to buy the BL Touch if I'm going to buy a BL Touch. But most of the time now I'm on the Easy ABLs just because they are, in my opinion, humbly, they are better. Totally my opinion. So it looks like we're going to take a nut now on the ends here. And there's these screws with the eye in the top. If you can see that. There we go. So we're going to... That is funny. I'm going to... We're going to screw these in. Too funny, 3D Jimmy. Too funny, man. Oh. We get these screwed in the top, and I believe in the bottom. Yes. And what I did was I put the nut. There's a nut here. I put it about halfway on that screw because I have no idea where this is going to need to be adjusted up and down yet. So I'm just starting with halfway, and we'll go from there depending on what we need to do. So what I mean is, this is that nut here. There we go. And or this is that bolt with the eye in it. This is that nut. I put about halfway on, and then I'll screw that into the top and the bottom of these. It doesn't say to do that, but that's what I'm doing. So how you guys doing out there? It's Friday night. You guys doing anything cool besides hanging out with me? Are you watching anything or drinking anything like that? Do they have a chamfered edge in the middle of that rod? Well, here. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it because it wants to focus on me. It's a little better. it's clean. That's right. I like it, Mike. I like your thoughts. Joint in the middle. Oh, at the joint in the middle. Good question. Yes, I see it now. Yes, they do. So you're saying here in the center, it is on both sides. I got that one ready. Go with this one. Like I said, I'm just starting with about halfway because I have no idea. That's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Maybe I didn't do something right. Oh yeah, nice, Jonathan. If I do one, I'm not doing the BL Touch. I'm going to use the TH3D Easy ABL that he already got that developed and ready. I believe that's everything's good to go on that. Aaron is in the house, I believe, and if I remember right, I saw something from Tim saying that is already ready. All right, I like that. I believe it was ready before Earth, if I remember right. So now what we need to do is attach the top. Make sure I'm doing this right. It goes on the outside like this. So what we need to do is attach the top of the rail or the top of that eye into, it looks like through the outside of this angle bracket here. And so we're going to put that through there. There's nothing that goes in the middle, no washers or anything like that. I'll just get it started and then grab my Allen wrench. Not that Allen wrench. What did I do here? I got a new set of mini set of screwdrivers, and I hate it. I don't like it at all. It was on sale for $6 with a lightning deal. I should not see the bare metal in the middle. I disagree. Let me look. Before I put this together, let me look at it. I'm all about checking stuff. Every edge is chamfered though. 3D Jimmy. So if I put this together, no matter how I put it together, you're going to see that. Because every edge is got that. So if you look on the edge here, see the silver? Same thing. The edge there is silver. If I put those two edges together, I'd have to get that. Is that not correct? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Aaron's actually at the office anymore, but if he is, he could look real quick on his too. But on this one in specific, Jonathan, we can check that out. Jonathan said couldn't get the. Oh, that's okay. If you're in the shop, that's cool. I get it. You've been banished. Yeah. 3D. Let's see who said that. 3D Jimmy did one 4 weeks ago. Only had one chamfered end. Mine must be different. Jonathan says his has silver and both ends are chamfered. So yeah. So I'm willing to bet. This is just totally my guess, right? I bet you the early ones only had one side, but I bet you people were putting them together wrong, and I bet they saw that, and I bet you they just said, "Screw it, we're going to chamfer them all." If I could say that word, chamfer. That's my guess. But yeah, all the sides here are chamfered. Sounds like someone's being overworked. I would call it what's a nicer word than I was going to use? Full, not full. We'll call it foolproofing. Idiot proofing, is that good? I'm just joking, because I would have been the guy that put it backwards, so that happens sometimes. So now, what we do, it looks like we're going to take this and we're going to start by putting the top in. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. I know it's a crappy setup here, but here we go. Much Murphy proofing. There you go. That's a better way to say it. I like it. Chris, how you doing? All the way from Belgium. We have some people from all over tonight. I tell you what, Chris, I'm missing those chocolates, man. I could use some good Belgium chocolate tonight. Chris is graciously one of my Patreons, and so is Aaron from TH3D. Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Chris. So I officially have 2/3 of my Patreons in the stream today. No. So if you like the channel, you got to throw it out there. So if you like the channel, you're welcome to toss me a cup of coffee on here. PayPal's better because it doesn't take as much money out. If you got a couple bucks you want to throw on there, it all goes back to the channel. That's one thing that talking to my wife, the reason why I could buy these printers is because I've been saving the money I've been making from the channel, and I can use the channel money to buy them, which is really cool. And so I definitely appreciate you guys, the Patreons, even if it's just $1. I appreciate that because it means a lot to me that you guys went out of your way to do that, and you support me, and many other people too. Also, yeah, if you want to toss me a cup of coffee or something, you can always do that. Fell asleep during 3D Maker Noob stream. Oh yeah, he did the SL1, I think, if I remember right. I was actually watching that earlier. But yeah, you're welcome. I mean, I always appreciate that. As far as donating to the channel, again, all the proceeds go back to tools or to the shop outside, stuff like this. So thank you. I appreciate that. The next thing I'm going to do is take the bolt they gave me, and I'm going to push it into the bottom here and just see how close I am. I did loosen both of those screws a little. There we go. Actually pretty good. I just want to see. Let's see. We got that one on there. We got that one on there. So it's these bolts here. The little guys are going to go in the side. We're just going to see how close I am. So I am like a thread away. There we go. So this is my first time playing with a setup like this. I'm actually going to unthread this one. 1, 2. And it's kind of fun to play with. Yeah. Dom, how you doing from Germany? Check the gantry is square before you tighten them down. Good point, man. I like it. So I'll leave them loose for a second before I tighten anything down. And then we'll check that. I like that. We had a very good time at Earth this year, and I'm very gracious that we got to share that with some really cool people. Jonathan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It's okay if you don't use PayPal. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, I will. I'll get you some help on that. I am also leaving these top ones a little bit loose in case I need to adjust them, just so you know. Good evening, Niagara Falls. How you doing? But Jonathan Bell, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Creality firmware doesn't have XY offset options and it's not centered. That's not cool. Maybe I wonder what firmware I have compared to, some of the newer ones. I wonder if they. Yeah, Aaron, there you go. Aaron's got the hookup, Jonathan. He's the insider. We'll call him the insider at TH3D. Jake from State Farm says the offset should be in there. So we're going to find out. We shall see. This one's a little more tricky, mostly because I can't see what I'm doing. Aaron, that's awesome. Well, I tell you what, Aaron, I appreciate all the help you give me. And I appreciate everything you do for everybody. So thank you. Thank you for that. So Niagara Falls, New York. I'm not sure how to say the name. Is it Mar Sissis or Sissis? I'm not even close, am I? I'm probably not even close. Okay. So 3D Jimmy says we need to check to make sure the gantry is straight before we tighten anything down. And I'm assuming what you mean is straight this way, correct? Like this way? So that requires me to grab my square. 1 second, grabbing the square. I'm pretty sure it's already down here. And by pretty sure, I mean, I hope it's already down here. Oh, square, where are you? All right. Nope. Aha, found you. It was down here. Watching nothing. I like it. My kind of show. It's like we're watching Seinfeld, a show about nothing. All right. So we got the square. We're flush down here. And I'm going to actually pull it up just a hair just to make sure. Marcius. Okay. Hopefully that was better. Marcius, welcome to the channel. Thanks for jumping in. Oh, boy. This could be fun. I'm assuming I want to raise this to check that level. And I could see where this dual Z could be a pain in the butt. Stream just went Walter quality. Uh-oh. He says, I don't know what you mean, square. Nice. How do you feel about your Tarantula Pro? Do you like it? All right, I think that's high enough. So I believe what 3D Jimmy is saying, yeah, square, not level. Good point. Square, not level. We're not leveling it. We're squaring it. Is he saying to make sure the gantry is square to the frame this way. And I'm not high enough yet. Almost. Oh, yeah, pixelating big time. What? That's crazy. I'm plugged in. I got 300, 300 down. I got 11 up. But. Ronnie, how you doing? David, how you doing? 2 questions. Can you put an E3D V6 in the direct swap? And can you take, or let's see, and can that hot end bracket bolt on an Ender 3? I don't know. Good question. It might be able to. I mean, it's theoretically the same wheels. So, yeah, I believe Jonathan just said that. He already swapped his. Did you get the Creality version? I think they said they was going to do like the extra version, or did you just drop a what was it? Creality, the direct drive. I think they said that you could swap it to. All right, let's see. Theoretically, are we square? I cannot see. And I would call that pretty. That's weird, Ron. Let's see. Let me just see if I have anything else open here, just in case. There we go. That's right. Titan extruder. Bolts up. So that one looks pretty good. Theoretically, if it wasn't square, how would I get it square? I'm just checking here. Theoretically, what I would do is probably tighten or loosen these to maybe pull it into square. Quality is junk, huh? No audio lag, just no audio lag, just video lag, huh? Well, let's go see what's going on. It's really weird because I don't see it in mine, but what happens if you what happens if you guys refresh? Does it do anything? Oh yeah, I see it now. Whew. Walter got the better of me, it looks like. Holy moly. Open stats for nerds. I like it. Give me a second. A strong wind outside. Hey, you never know. Give me a second. I'll go to the I'm going to jump in here to the studio. Live events. Live control room. What is going on? So on my side, it says I have a consistent 720 stream, that it's good. I've been live for 1 hour and 11 minutes. Halloween was yesterday. I had some weird stuff at work today, by the way. I don't know. On my side, it says the stream is good. Stream status good. Yeah, at 720 is what it tells me. This is it's a little bit crazy. I wonder. Let me just make sure I don't have anything else open. I don't that I normally do. A little better now. All right, I won't touch anything. A little better now. I like it. Maybe the wife is upstairs playing on the internet. It shouldn't matter. She watches TV up there when I do my if I could talk, my Monday streams, and it usually doesn't bother anybody. So 3D Jimmy, let's see whoever else built this. So I threw the squares on here. Threw the square. Jeez. Yeah, I threw the square on here, and I'm good on both sides. What do you think? I just tightened these up, right? I'm working too fast. I'm working so fast it went blurry. That is funny. Tighten those up. Nice now. Good. That's weird. I wonder if it was just like a crazy blip. So I did throw this right on there, and I got square on this side. I'm not off. I'm level. I'm not level. I'm square. I said level like 3 times now, didn't I? And it looks good. So I'm cranking them in. As 3D Jimmy said, crank them tight. So I still have a spot open on Monday night if anybody wants to get in on the community showcase. I have a pretty cool guest coming on, and I still have one spot open, plumb and square. That's right. Me. I like it. Let's do it. Shoot me an email, Aaron, or chat me. That's probably even faster. Let's do it. I don't know if I'm actually I don't think I have a co-host on Monday. What I'm gonna do, I don't want to give it away, but it's really cool. So at IRF, there was a company or a gentleman there who had a full, basically a print farm. And it was pretty dang awesome how it all worked. And they are coming on Monday. We're going to talk about it. Just want to make sure we're all tight. Josh knows. I need to get in touch with him, LOL. Yeah, he had some really cool stuff. Actually, I got some really cool B-roll of that. Actually, I was up there when one of the prints was getting pushed off the bed. It was pretty cool to see. All right, on to the next step here. Whew, SKR 1.3. All right. Install the rack. Apparently, they're calling the spool holder the rack. So we'll grab these. We're going to install the rack. And it's going to use number 17 thumb screws. Yeah, nice. He seemed like a really cool guy. Vincent, thank you so much, man. $5 on PayPal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Nice. Aaron, I got you. Perfect. But Vincent, thank you. Thank you. I believe the link is in the description below. Vincent just shot me $5 on PayPal, man. Thank you so much. All right. So this appears to go on like so. I think that's right. Looks right. And it uses thumb screws. So we'll thumb screw it on there. Put a V6 on it. It's a direct fit. That would be awesome. I might just do it. That would be a sweet video. I gotta turn this thing around. I can't tighten it in. Except for the thermistor, the heater cartridge is the same. Sweet. So these are thumb screws, and they're not very easy to thumb screw. I might grab the screwdriver because there's actually a Phillips head in the top of them. Ooh, that'd be cool. A genuine V6 for my Ender 3 would be sweet, or for your Ender 3. Medieval torture thumb screws and a rack. That's right. What else? What else do you want on a Friday night? Torture thumb screws and a rack. Let's see. It's been a week. My SKR went flew. They were all great at responses trying to figure it out, but now we know for sure the bed is toast. Not a word. Ooh. Well, get them going on it. A cold Guinness would be awesome. I don't think I have any right now, which is very sad. Narcissus put he's saying a microsys on a Tarantula Pro. Number 4 is called Introduction. Oh, man. It actually means plugging all the cables in, but it says Introduction on it. I'll check you when we're done, Aaron, and we'll work that out. I don't know if I'd rather have either one of you. I think both of you would be cool, or one or the other, and we could take turns. I'm talking about the stream, by the way. All right, so it says it's time to plug everything in. The way I see it is the picture shows me, if I'm looking at the looks like front of the machine, everything's on the left. So it'll be on this side if I'm looking at the front. Nice. Here you saw you're going to try ABS for the first time. Sweet. Good luck. Let us know how it goes. Don't they tell you? Yes, the ZN stop still needs to go on. It's the limit switch. It's right here. Let's see where they want it. What's interesting here is, so I'm going to turn this towards you guys. There we go. So far that's what we got. So this right here is our ZN stop. These, I believe, are the screws that go with the ZN stop. And what it's saying to do is, if I do this, get the orientation correct, it wants me to put the ZN stop right here. What's interesting about this is there's actually 2 screw holes right here in the extrusion specifically for these. And what makes me curious about it is that it's not adjustable. So that's interesting. I mean, it goes right into those screw holes. There's no adjusting, getting there. Yeah. So I find that interesting, because what happens if, I mean, it's a static ZN stop now. I can't move it. This is weird to me. Maybe I'm overthinking that. Oh, got it. I'm probably a little louder now because I'm standing right next to this microphone. But I'm going to do what they tell me. I'm going to put it on here. I just kind of, I guess, coming from the Ender 3, where they're, it's on with T-nuts if you use them. And it adjusts up and down. It's just kind of weird. Cool. So I'll show you that. ZN stop right here. Now it's installed. Bless you. My wife just sneezed. I probably could, yeah. I might have to do that, Josh. We'll see how it goes. I'm trying to put this together exactly how they tell me. That's funny, Aaron. Aaron says, bless you. She's not listening to me. She's in the living room right above me here. Got it. Jonathan, I get you on that. So, I believe this goes on this side. There we go. And it says we're going to go through the introduction. And this is probably my favorite thing so far that it says. Oh, you can't see that. Dang it. Let's see. Introduction. Must be you make the bed go to where the switch stops the axis, or x-axis, maybe. Yeti's nice. Found a snowball at the local Goodwill a few weeks ago. Nice. Yeah, the Yeti's nice. I actually got this one. This is a Yeti. I found it on Facebook Marketplace. Gave the dude $50 for it. So I'll take it. So I'm going to start the introduction. Oh, it's funny. So we have Z1, Z2, and Z limit switch. So this must be Z1. So I don't know if I can show this very good. What I think is pretty cool, I don't think I can show it without turning this whole thing upside down. But I'll turn it sideways. So the cabling here actually goes through the extrusion. Yeah, I don't want to flip this thing on the side, but I'm gonna. Right here. So it comes here. There's like extrusion covers covering the cabling. It runs down to the other side for this ZN stop. So I think that's pretty cool. It's actually really clean. You're welcome. It does. It rubs lotion on its skin and does whatever it's told. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I'm gonna put the Z's in. That's funny. There we go. Then I'm going to turn this back around so I can put the control box here. Tissue box cover. I like it. That. Oh boy. It's getting deep, but it's funny. So we're going to take this wire here and we're going to push it in the back. Smooth and aerodynamic manage. That's cable management. If I could talk. True story. I do like it. I really like that they took the time to do that. It makes our lives a little easier when we're putting them together, and it looks better. So that's awesome. This one here comes up to the top and plugs in there. If I can see it. There we go. Not if it's upside down, though. Yeah, it does. It looks really good. It looks really simple. I like it. Let's see. One there. One goes there. Got to be missing one somewhere. Oh, it's right here next to me. There. So there is. I'm going to turn this a little bit. So there's a plug up here. And there's a plug down at the bottom here that goes into the wiring we were just talking about. How long to put together? Yeah, it wouldn't take long. I'm talking to people, so we've been on here for about an hour and a half, but that's mostly because I'm talking a lot. Otherwise, it's actually pretty quick. We're almost done. Something that I do have to throw out there is on this side, your Z end stop. I can't see it though. So there's that. We got to remember to plug that in, otherwise we'll have a crash. Crashes are bad. I wish I plugged it in before I put it on though, because that would have been easier. Just throwing it out there. Next time I'll remember that part. Plug Z end stop in before screwing to the side here. What were you guys? Did you guys dress up as at Halloween or for yesterday, or are you going to dress up this weekend for any parties? Wow. Oh, it doesn't go. There we go. Yes, that also is true, 3D Jimmy. Unfortunately, I haven't had any, so maybe that's the problem. I didn't have any. I've been slowing down. Come on now. Anybody, like I said, anybody dressed up or dressed up with their kids or just went out to a party and dressed up? What were you? I'm about ready to take this thing off and do it again. Yeah, the Bowden tube is not looking good. It's actually all kinked up and stuff. I noticed that right away. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of putting this ZN stop in that I can't get in here either. Ah, there we go. Woohoo! Aaron was a snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Just joking. Yeah, it is super kinked up, and it's really weird. Nice. I actually, we went to last night. I made an alien. I saw that. I saw your pictures. It looked awesome. Now you have to shave. I'm actually shaving tonight after the stream, and then for No Shave November to raise awareness for men's cancer, we'll call it testicular cancer, I believe. I'm going to not shave throughout November, and then at work we're doing like a best mustache, so it'll be funny. Nice. Aaron, that's hilarious, man. Oh, yes. I have to shave so I can start over today. But they give you a spare Bowden. I put in Capricorn. I see, let's see. I do see the spare Bowden, but I probably will grab the TH3D Tough Tube I have over here and put that in there. That's hilarious. So I believe I did the introduction of all the cables. Next, I believe we're powering this bad boy on. It says bed leveling. So how do we, it doesn't tell you anything about making sure your gantry is level here. Anywhere. It just says go to bed leveling right away. What the heck? I don't think nope, there's no blocks or anything either, just in case. There you go. Post my no shave page. Good idea. So how do I know that these are right? I mean, I can bring them up. One thing I do notice is the brass couplers on the back here. Maybe I might do a hot end fix on it. I'm going to do them both ways, Jonathan. It's going to sound weird. Uh-oh, I see a big bow in that one. Holy moly. So the Z-screw on this side, when I'm spinning it here, I'm watching it wobble. Holy crap. But I got to say that the brass, man, it's hard to think and turn around with this control box. So right here where the brass, where your lead screw goes through there, they actually use lock nuts, and it's loose so it can move. So they didn't tighten it down, and they use lock nuts. So that was cool. So what I'm going to do first, and this could be controversial. I'm not sure. We're going to find out in a minute. Is I'm going to measure to the top, and then I'm going to home it. And when it gets down to home, I'm going to measure from the bottom. So the reason why I'm going to do that is because if you've seen any of my videos in the past where we redo the X gantry on the Ender 3s, per Luke Hatfield's help guide, we measure to the top. But I'll measure both, just because, why not? But first I need to grab my ruler or caliper, whatever one I can find quicker. Be right back. Oh, enjoy a station break. Got it. Nailed it. There we go. Z-rod or the coupler, that is the problem. We'll have to look. I'm going to find out. So, what we taught in the X gantry rework is to measure to the top. So what I'm going to do is, it's kind of difficult with the, actually no, it makes it a little easier with that bracket on there. Millimeters wise, I am at, where are we at here? 65, 67 on that one. And I'm at 70 on that one. So at the top, I'm already off, but actually I can see this one is lower. Let's see. And this is just totally going off of what the X gantry rework stuff. So that's on. Go back over here. And this is probably crazy to some people, but it's okay. That is okay. We learn new stuff every day. That's why I'm going to measure it the other way too. I'll leave it right there. So we're right on now. You're right. It doesn't print on the top bar. It prints on the bed. You're correct. I agree with you. So let's plug this bad boy in. So when I filmed all of Luke's videos, I didn't understand that either, and he explained it to me. So I thought I would try it both ways here. Oh, look at this. Wait for it. Here we go. You ready? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Got the good stuff off there. So it says to plug it in, check, turn it on. Well, let's just hope. Yes, I swapped it over in the beginning. We'll double check it. Yep, 115. We're good there. Let's kick this bad boy on. Ready? How about we turn the outlet on? Now we'll kick this bad boy on. Yes. I don't smoke, but maybe I should start. That's not true. I don't smoke and I should not start. All right. You don't have to take it off. I just did because a lot of people like to see that happen. It's just it's kind of a joke around the community. So I'm gonna go to prepare, and we're gonna do an auto home and cross our fingers. Here we go. So we're good here. We're good there. Holy crap. This side is okay. This side, the screw is pretty warpy. Good thing that's loose. I should turn it around so you guys can see it. It is a tidbit slow. Yeah, I'd say that. Might as well. Here we go. You ready? Oh boy. Yeah. Get this out of here. Good old box I get to clean up in a little bit. Now it's going to sit there and make satisfying. Yes. Going to sit there and make noise while we're doing this. Did you plug in the ZN stop? I did. I did remember that. It took me a minute to get there, but now I'm a little worried because you can't adjust it. So that just, it scares me. We're going to find out. That plastic's worth a cigar. All right. Woo. Oh, look at that. It stopped. So end stops work. Yeah. I think, I don't know if we've all done that, but I definitely have done that. Forget to plug in at a ZN stop. And then all of a sudden, you're crashing, and it sucks. Peeling protective film, so satisfying. Amen. Yeah. You don't need that end stop. So, ironically, they sent this page in the top. And I showed this in the beginning, and it says 3D printer supplementary explanation. And it talks about installing the profile covers in the front and also the limit switch install. That's what that does. I'm actually going to use this to, might as well use this to level the bed. Perfect. Let's do this. So I'm gonna spin this around towards me because it tells me to go through some stuff, and I want you guys to see the front. So I'll do that. Not off the front of the bar. That would suck. Yes. Chris Riley's in the house. What's up, Chris? Oh, I don't know if you caught the Monday night community showcase, but I did. Glenn was on. Wink, wink. Hint, hint. And I wore my Chris Riley t-shirt. So thank you for that t-shirt, Chris. I appreciate that at IRF. And I'm supporting Josh from Alien 3D tonight. I got this in the new UFO box this month. We're checking out the Ender. No, Jesus, I'm so used to saying Ender. The CR10 V2. And we just got it built. I just got everything officially homed. Yes, I'm going through the back, like, right? This one, as I said earlier, I purchased, so it was not given to me. So there's no disclosure needs to happen because I bought it my dang self. Along with, hang on, I got to do this real quick. is going to disappear, into the basement. Just a quick, let's see. Ooh, look at that. Thanks to Greg Gustrom. I got my Anycubic Photon today. So we'll play with that at another time. But I had to show it because I'm excited. That will be my, oh boy. If I don't take my whole world out here. There we go. That'll be my first resin printer. So the next step says to go to, I wish I was sneaking. If I had a Guinness, I would drink it on camera. I'm not going to lie. But I don't. I have water in my water cup here. So the next step says go to bed leveling. So it says go to prepare auto home. We already did that. And then prepare disable steppers. And then do a manual bed level. Here, I thought we were going to get like some cool, like tell it to go to the corners or any of that. Not so much. So now I can see. So now we're turning this thing around. Here, I thought I was going to have to go through controls and they were going to have like go to the corners for me. Not so much, huh? There we go. And I'm backwards. Wow, these are way off. Look at this. Yeah. There's Corey Mack says there's a Prusa Slicer profile for CR10 by Braun Bear. Nice. Chris Riley, if you're still in the stream, do you use Prusa Slicer for your CR10? I think you have a CR10. I hate when I wish they'd fix that on the phones. That would be way better if you could tag people from your mobile device. I'm spinning this around so I can start leveling here. But Prusa Slicer, yes. Do you have a profile out there somewhere? This is so crazy because I can't see anything. Interesting. Something to consider when you're leveling here is these bed clips. They're in my way. Hey, as long as it works, right? Do you use the updated version of Prusa Slicer by chance? If this looks loose, it is, everybody, because I want to go around these a couple times before I make them too loose here. Everything Chris Riley does is super awesome. Come on. I don't know if you saw the epic interview I did. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're close to the ends of these springs, and we're not touching yet. So that is sad, because like I said earlier, we can't raise that ZN stop any. Got to get it around there. You can't lower the ZN step on this one. It is solid. Like you actually screw it into the extrusion. Ah, there we go. I finally got some. I probably just have to go around a couple times to get them all close. There we go. We finally got some resistance. Yes, the cheese and crackers. Did you see one of my Murph videos? Murph, I said Murph again. One of my Earth videos was a. There we go. Was about a chocolate printer, and that thing is phenomenal. Yeah, this is way loose. Come on, you can do it. I mean, the wheel is completely loose right there. I would agree that they're large and easy to get to, but that wheel in the front here, I just was able to take it off, and it's not. I have no drag here. That's why I don't like not being able to adjust my Z end stop, because I could have fixed this pretty dang quick if I could have just lowered my Z end stop a little bit and called it a day. Let's see what Jonathan say. Yeah, I don't have simplified. Sounds good. Later, Chris. Thanks for popping in for a few. I appreciate it. Oh, see, now we got all sorts of tight. That's why we do this a couple times, right? Later, Chris. That's true. It could be translated into anything. I should get a good one going. I'm not sure why. I was using Kira forever, and I just really like Prusa Slicers. The outcome I'm getting, the results that I'm getting with Prusa Slicer has been pretty good. Actually, very, very good. Hey, Casey, how you doing, man? Thanks, I appreciate it. Casey's a local kid. His mom is super cool. She works at Coex. Hey, look. That wheel is almost all the way out on that front, which is crazy. I don't have a problem with stringing too much, no. A little, I did in a little bit, but I just tweaked the profile a little bit. Wow, man, that is something I'm not fond of here. I don't like the fact that I cannot just raise my, lower my Z end stop here, because, exactly, that's where I was going with this, Jonathan. If I can't lower my Z end stop, that means these springs are stupid loose, which means, in my opinion, this could easily go out of level because the springs are so loose. I've been around this thing, 3-4 times now? I mean, I'm not a leveling expert, but I mean, geez. Heck yeah. Andrew, that's awesome. Might be better if I was actually talking, right? There we go. I just noticed my mic went mute. So I'm probably talking who knows how long before. Yeah, I accidentally hit mute. I looked up and realized it. Oops. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I would rather just move my Z end stop, call it a day, and keep these springs tight. So I'm going to have to put washers under them. It's what's going to have to happen. Because these are way, way, way too loose. See how the bed in the middle is? There's a little drag in there. Yeah, that's just way too loose. I'm going to have to fix that. Or I'll just put the easy ABL on and solid mounts and call it a day. But it's probably a little too high right now. But also, we haven't heated it up. So maybe we should do that too. Robert, that is a great question. This is a newer machine. I don't have the CR10S Pro, but I believe the CR10S Pro has different features. I had to look it up because I forgot off the top of my head. But let's heat this thing up. I'm going to move this around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely yellow springs, but I think they need some washers. Matt, that's awesome. I think they need some. There's washers or something because these wheels are almost to the end, and it's just loose. I don't like that. All right, let's heat this thing up and make sure it gets hot. I realized, what time is it? 8:23. I can't remember what time they streamed for that Friday night chat. So I'm going to probably jump. I want to jump off before that happens just because it's their night. Well, we're having so much fun, right? Yeah, I might just do that. That's a good idea, Jonathan. You know, that's a good idea too, Mike. I like it, plastic washers. You sent me profiles later tonight. Perfect. Yeah, Jim at theedgeoftech.com. I believe we've emailed before, so just shoot it there. If you got one, we'll play with it. Yeah, I'm going to move that. I'll use my Dremel. We can fix that pretty quick with the Dremel. Otherwise, the easy ABL is sitting right there. So install the rack. We got it. Heat the temperature up. Got it. Cut it at a 45-degree angle. That's in here. That's let's see if you can see this. Cut it at a 45-degree angle. Yeah, Carl, I'll trade you. So I'll trade you yours for this one, straight up. I know, I mean, you're getting a real sweet deal, but I'm going to let it slide because I like you. 35 minutes. Okay, good. So what I'm going to, I'm letting this thing get hot here. Hey, we're already heated up. That was pretty dang quick. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now let's just check the level at temperature, huh? Just because. Pretty tight right here through the center. I bet you we're going to be tight on this side. We are tight on this side. It's a little better when it's hot. That's good. I just snipped the little tab off. There's no tab. The Z end stop actually literally screwed straight into the side of the extrusion with 2 holes. I can show you that in 1 second here. You can actually, you might be able to see them on this side. Ooh. Let's see, right here. You can't really see it. There's 2 holes there, and that's where it told me to put the Z end stop. So you screw them straight into the extrusion, which is silly to me. And I said it. It's silly. 3D Jimmy, let's see. Mechanical or proximity? Mechanical. It's just like all the Creality end stops. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah, it was super fast. I thought it was going to take a while, but it did not. Ron, had to sell all 4 printers months ago. Now I'm a little better off, and I'll get a new printer soon. It's nice. Straighten the filament when putting it through the run out or it gets stuck. Thanks for that. I appreciate that tip. We've only been trying to level this thing for 20 minutes here. I can, you know, the other thing I could do really simply, I'm pretty sure I could. Yeah, I don't see why not. I could just take, I have some more T-nuts, put them in there and fix that problem pretty quick. I'll probably end up doing that. That would be the fastest way. And then I can adjust it any way I want. I don't even have to use my Dremel. So this, unfortunately, is not even close in the center. Yeah, exactly. Mig Monkey said it. So I'll just grab, well, you could do that too. Good call. Bend the switch arm down a little bit. Now it's a little tight. I don't want to scrape this glass when I just got it, you know. All right. Time to get some filament in this thing and see what it does. So I'm going to grab a roll of filament. I need more filament. All right. Now that you guys been staring at nothing, how's nothing look? Looking good? I like the thicker paper. So I'm going to shoot this. I'm going to put the coax iced amethyst. We're going to use that for the first print here. That is pretty funny, though. Use thicker paper. So they said, you guys said, straighten it out. It has to go through the filament runout sensor, which is here. Let's see. Oh, buddy. Almost dropped it. That would have been not awesome. Fancy. So we got to go through the filament runout sensor here. And the little blue light just kicked on, which is cool. And I see what you're saying. That has to be dead straight, huh? Neck, are we still, Carl, are we still trading? White Knight for CR10 V2? It is. Casey, you said that is your favorite. Nice. I love the iced amethyst from Coex. It is some awesome, some very cool filament. What I'm going to do, though, before I go any further, I'm all sorts of backwards here, so oh, you know what? I didn't measure while we were down. Let me auto home again. We were talking about measuring. I want to measure the gantry here to the bottom, like we talked about. Da Vinci? What? Oh, that. So I'm just going to measure this. Very scientific. We got 85. As I twist this thing, and I shouldn't. There we go. This is super easy to see when they're behind it, right? And there's everything in front of you now. That's it. I'm coming around. All right, let's check this out. I just want to make sure we're looking at this right here. We got 85 to the bottom of that one. Straight up and down. We are not here. So I need to raise this side by like 3 millimeters. Yeah, let's see. Now there's 85. Now this one's all sorts of off now. Interesting. Now we got 85 across, but I don't know if I have to figure something out on that. Maybe you guys have some tips on how to do that better. Tips would be good. Anti-backlash, level and done. Probably true. All right, we got heated up here. I'm gonna move the axis up. Just because I don't want to push filament in when it's right on. Rollers loose on the X motor end. Good question. Wait, on X. What am I doing? Check them all. We're checking them all. That one is a little loose. The thing is, I'm trying to do this through the instructions. If I was just a random person, right, looking at these instructions, it doesn't say anywhere to check that. Nowhere. It doesn't say check the gantry. I don't like that. Ah, Greg, that's funny. All right. And I really, the other thing I don't like is this bad tubing here. It's rough. You are correct, Greg. Hey, look. A bunch of red just came out. which means they tested it. So that's good, right? Auto home. This is super hard backwards. Auto home. Disable steppers. Let's not let the filament. Nice. Don't yell at me. I said disable. You don't get why the box is on the left side. What side should it be on? Now this is weird. I can't do anything. So I tried to disable the steppers there. It says print paused on failed file, blah, blah, blah. And I can't do anything on the screen. So guess we're doing that. Because Chris had my back and said, hey, re-level after you check the gantry. So thank you. Just get this thing back up to speed. Actually, temperature, not speed, but you know what I meant. Prepare. Auto home. Disable steppers. It's a little slow. This is true. It's probably not a bad idea, Andrew. I mean, they're not terrible, but I'm just saying they don't say anything about checking that. So you get this out of the box, and you might think it just totally prints like crap because, well, it probably does if you don't level your gantry. You know? There's that. Definitely made a difference here. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Sorry, guys. Red, it's bleeding. True story. Yeah, close enough. I need properly adjusted wheels before level the gantry. Why is that? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, you're talking about the wheels on the carriages. I'm gonna have to do that then. I agree. I see what you mean though. Nice, Andrew S. $400 times. We're just gonna level the bed. Trying to make a new song up, I guess. So what you're saying is order a tinker in January or whatever. Let's see. Did Sam get in touch with you? I don't think so. I have to go back and look, but I don't think so. Not yet. I'm about ready to call this leveling today, though. Mostly because I just want to see some stuff flying through the extruder here. And then I can play with this offline. But I guess this is, this is what most people would have to be going through. Trying to get everything leveled and then realize that the gantry is not straight and have to redo this all. And like 3D Jimmy said, I should make sure all the carriage wheels are gotcha. Remove grub screws in the top of the couplers. Check the gantry. Loose. Hold on one side. Raise and lower the other. Okay, cool. I will definitely do that. Creality's in the house. How you doing, Creality? We're just trying to get this monster bed leveled here. And then we're going to try a quick, we're just going to see some filament going through. And then I'm going to jump off pretty soon in the next 15 minutes here because there's another stream coming on. But Creality, if you are listening, I'm not sure who's watching from Creality, but hi. But I would love to see an adjustable Z end stop on this, so you can lower the end stop and tighten the springs a little better on your bed. That is, I'd say, close enough. That would be awesome if we could do that, because then I would have tighter springs, and I prefer tighter springs to keep the bed leveled longer. I think we're good there. Let's try it. So, next instructions. We got the filament loaded. It's starting print time. So I think there is in this bag another end. They got a bunch of spare parts, which is pretty cool. I agree with you, 3D Jimmy. Definitely agree with you. I will have to go through. Actually, if you want, shoot me an email, jim@theedgeoftech.com, and we can email a little bit about all the fun, right? It's on the side here. So this, it comes with a full-size SD card, and it goes in on the side up here, I believe. And for the record, it goes in upside down. Upside down. Let's go see. Print from TIFF. There's a pig, a dog, and a cat. Let's go with cat. True story, 3D Jimmy. True story. So right now what I got is, I believe it's going to drop temp here. I was a little too warm for it. I was at 60 on the bed and they want it to go down to 45. But yeah, shoot me an email if you want 3D Jimmy, Jim at theedgeoftech.com with how you got yours straight, and I'd love to go through that. I don't want to take a ton of time right now. Yeah. Funny. That's a good start of a joke, right? That's almost like hold my beer. This is going to be weird because I'm behind the printer. And when the print starts here, I think it's literally waiting for the bed to cool down. So it's taking its sweet time here. When the print starts, I'm going to be behind it, trying to watch it from this side. Vince, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate if I could get my head out of the way there. I appreciate everything, man. I really do. Thank you so much for that on PayPal. I can't thank you enough for that. $5 is $5. That helps towards everything here. So thank you. This is true, 3D Jimmy. That would be funny. Decapicat. I'm just waiting, literally just waiting for the bed to cool down, I think, here. So we're at 54. It wants it to be at 45. And it says heating done. It's just sitting there. Just for argument's sake. Oh, I see what's going on. Somehow the SD card came out and it stopped the print. I must have touched it or something. It's not doing anything. We're not even close to the bed now. But I don't see anything extruding. There we go. There we go. It wasn't extruding there for a second, but it is now. I promise. Ryan, how you doing? So we got it flying. Sounds good, 3D Jimmy. That works for me. It may not be tonight, but I'll let me know if I can text you too, and I can get back with you. Jonathan Dell says, blow on the bed, right? Yeah, that first layer is super fast. But that's okay. It's the default. That was on here a default wise. So we're just seeing what's going on. I'm definitely not close enough to the bed because it is being crazy is what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing right now. We're going to stop that. So the first layer went down. It wasn't terrible. It probably could have been a little closer, for sure. But then the next part went down, and it was like just floating. I don't even see any filament here, unless it's in the front. I don't see any. So because for the lack of time here, I'm just going to try the dog. I think I heard something about files on this. Yeah, the Bowden looks like the Bowden tube is in better shape. It might have worked its way in, but it's is what it is. We're just heating up the hot end here again, just because I want to try the dog and see if that does anything. It was really weird. It was like it wasn't extruding. Tammy, how you doing? Okay, thanks 3D Jimmy. Tammy, that is a great question. It really depends on what part of the printing is poor, and it's popped off. What's popped off? The Bowden tube? Hope not. It really depends, like I said, what part of your sorry. It's a little better. Yeah, it might be. I'm watching it now. But it depends on, Tammy, it depends on what part of your printing is not good. I can't honestly answer that without knowing what's going on, because I wouldn't want to tell you to buy an expensive mosquito if that's not going to fix your problem. Because they're very nice, but they're not cheap. So it looks like it did the outline, and now it's doing a raft. It's building a raft right now, as most of these do. Yeah, I would definitely agree with Mr. Buttram. I would get it printing better before you buy anything, because if you go spend the money and it doesn't print, like you want it to, or it continues to print poor, then you just, you wasted your money. So I wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, if you can tell us, I mean, we have about 7 minutes here before I want to jump off, because I don't want to overlap the other stream that's coming on. But if you can tell us what is poor printing, otherwise email me, jim@theedgeoftech.com. Here you go. And just say, hey, this is what's going on, kind of thing. I just hate to tell you to buy anything. Let's get it printing and then go from there. And there's a huge community around here, that will definitely help with that. I don't currently have a CR20, but we can help you with it anyway. It's, similar-ish. Interesting. That's all I can say right now is interesting. I'll need to go through this and make sure everything's square, and then I think I'm gonna modify the ZN stop and put T-nuts on it so I can adjust it, make my basically, make my springs tighter. Once I get it all straight and all running good, then I'll swap over and do the easy ABL that I have, just like we're talking here. I just don't want to do it before it's running good. And this is okay. I'm gonna change out the Bowden tube on these, get some better stuff in there, and make sure it's pushed all the way down. And interesting. You know what? I see what's going on. I see why I'm not getting any extrusion, or getting good extrusion here. Let's see if I can stop this, because we're close to being done anyway. So let me just pop this up. This is weird backwards. So I'm looking at the. I wish I could show you this. I might have to take this off, so I might have to show you this. So I'm looking at the gear. The grub screws are good. The gear is literally covered. Half of the gear is covered in something. I almost thought it was hot glue. That is crazy. Give me just a second. See if I can get this out and show you guys. The grub screws are fine. It's the like the gear itself. Just want to make sure that's good. I'm going to shut this thing off. Close enough. Hopefully, I don't know how loud was that thing in the speaker, by the way. Yes, Chinese QC, you could call it that. I'm not sure if Creality's still in here or not. They might have just popped in quick and said hi. But, oh, man. You guys see this. I'm going to bring this up to the camera. It's not glue. It's grease. It's covered in grease. Holy moly. I thought it was hot glue when I was looking at it at first. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Come on. Can you guys see? Trying to make this thing focus a little better here. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Look at that. It's covered in, there's grease all over it. Well, that's not awesome. Yeah, that is greasy. No wonder why it's acting so weird. I wonder how much of that went into the Bowden tube and how much of that's on the filament that was down through there. The grease should help. You think so? That's how it squeezes through the kinky Bowden tube, right? Maybe the ZZ bearing cap loose. I'm just looking to see if there's more in here. Oh man, it's everywhere in there. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Season the nozzle, huh? Yeah. Man. That is silly. So I need to grab something and get this cleaned up. I mean, unless anybody out there sees a reason why I should keep grease on this. I've never seen that before. And it's actually inside on the pulley and on the filament that was up against it. So that's awesome. Yeah, I figured it was sarcasm. I just wanted to, maybe I'm crazy. I'm cleaning it right now. So I'm gonna have to clean that off. I'm gonna have to probably I'm probably gonna have to take this extruder off and clean it. WD-40 cleanup. Good stuff for taking stickers off that WD-40. So I'll probably have to do that. We're gonna get that knocked out. It is 9 o'clock now. And this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna have to take this apart and clean it out. But I appreciate you guys coming. I'm not sure. I think they ship to Germany. I'm not sure. What you can do is I have a link in the description below for their website. If you go to their website, you can check out if they ship to Germany or not. That's pretty funny. Grease / oil, same difference in the bone tube, just like having an oiler, huh? I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right, Mr. Buttram. I have a feeling you are correct on that. Because there's a little bit of grease on that lead screw, and I bet you it just fell in there. But oh, if you use my, let's see, who is Nerdle saying? Thanks, M8. Okay. Yeah, if you use my link in the description below, won't go to a fake site for Creality. Aromatherapy greasy, right. But guys, I don't want to jump on. I don't want to step on their toes. They're going to start streaming any second now. But I definitely appreciate you guys coming out. Appreciate you guys hanging around this long and talking with me for a while. I am going to get this thing pulled off and cleaned and put back together, and hopefully I can get it printing tonight before I go to bed, and or at least tomorrow while I'm here and I can watch it. But thank you guys so much for coming. It means so much to me. Thank you guys so much for donating and helping out the channel, the cause. Josh, if you're still around, thanks for the shirt, man. I appreciate it. But you guys have a great night. I appreciate it. And my first love video. Yes. You too, in the breakfast room. That was a great time. That was a great time at Earth in the breakfast room. We took it over. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. You all have a great night. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email, Jim@theedgeoftech. If you have any suggestions for this beast, questions about this beast, and profiles for Prusa Slicer, shoot those over to me too. If you have something for Kira that's running good, let me know. I know 3D Jimmy and Jonathan, I believe you guys both had these. I think you're using S3D maybe or something. But yeah, check out the F3D PCH stream. They're coming on. They're probably already started. So I'm going to jump off. You guys have a great night. See ya. Thanks, guys.